I'm in the grounds of Aberystwyth Castle in Mid Wales. I live in the area. I'm just giving an update on my Brompton Folding Bicycle. I recently did the math on how much mileage I'd covered since August when I did the European trip. That came to 3,386 miles, and that's not even including the bike rides I did because I'd forgotten I did the all-nighter in Vienna, and I was riding my bike, cruising the streets. Plus all the mileage I've done, whether it was by train or bus or bike in Wales since I got back, and it comes to 5,000 miles. And somebody said to me, "You've just covered a quarter of the globe." And I thought, what? I did that? Which is a tremendous accomplishment. I'd set this bike up for world travel, but I'd never anticipated that I was going to have covered that distance. Okay, I haven't been to all the countries to do it. Well, I did the 6 cities in 7 days in Europe, but on actual mileage, I've covered the equivalent of 5,000 miles. And if you think about it, if you did east to west coast of the United States, it's also part of the way back in distance. And I mean, I've had some tough challenges with this bike. I've been prepared to do what appears to be the impossible. I mean, I took the Cliff Mountain Road the other day, part of it, and I was at the top of this ascent having a break, and this mountain biker pulled up beside me, and he looked at the bike and he said, "Fair play to you doing it on a Brompton." And I just take my time and enjoy the day. Every day has been an adventure. I mean, I was going through a park recently in town, and I heard this little girl say, "Wow, that's a cool bike." And that's not the first time it's happened. It's been adventures galore ever since I got back. I mean, every time I'm out on this bike, the places I can go, I can just fold it up, go somewhere in Wales, and get a bike ride in. I mean, doing Pembrokeshire a few times has been great. I mean, the ride from Solva to Haverfordwest, wow, that was up and down every hill going. I took them, but I thought, wow, when is this ever going to stop? But one thing I've had to do is I got myself a little speaker for my iPod, and so I stick it in my bag and I'm listening to tunes when I'm riding up a hill or something. It keeps me entertained because otherwise you can become a bit disillusioned. But I mean, with this bike, the challenges in the future I'm prepared to take. I mean, I'll tackle the mountains of Peru if I had to, or the Rockies in the United States. It only just occurred to me today that I have actually ridden a folding bike before, and that was in Arizona in 1998. I was staying with friends for 2 months. I had become acclimatized, and I was 6,000 feet above sea level. And that was it. I went out of town for a ride, and it was great. I mean, I've been lifting this bike upstairs on the Ceredigion coastal path. I've been pushing it across fields, lifting it over barbed wire fences, even over stones on Innislas Beach the other day. I mean, I pick the bike up like this, stick it on my shoulder, and I just walk around with it like this. It's easier than when it's in the folding position. And I had to move quickly, and I mean, I suspect that some of the adventures will be slowing down soon because it is getting much colder. I noticed how nippy it got after 2 o'clock up on the mountain road the other day. But if I so much as see a drop of snow and the roads are clear, I'll be up to the mountains of North Wales in a heartbeat on a bus, and I'll get photographs of the Brommy. I'm just enjoying my life, the adventures, and I think to myself, I'm accomplishing so much in such a short space of time, and what may I do in the future with this bike? The possibilities are astounding, and for anybody who gets a folding bike, whether it's a Brompton, a Dayhon, or Birdie, you name it. And as far as I'm concerned, folding bicycles throw the rule book out where bicycle infrastructure is concerned. They are so compact, you can leave them in a hotel room, you can take them on a bus, a train, a plane, taxi. Whereas with carting a normal bike around, you know, you've got to be worried about locking it up. I mean, I've got a Trek 7.5 FX, and it's got a Brook Speed 17 saddle like this one, but it's black. And If I so much as took it to somewhere like London, well, a bike thief is going to know what a Brooks saddle is worth, and so my bike's going to be gone, or at least the saddle. But with this, I can just take it to a hotel, stick it in the room, and it's safe. And well, I look forward to sharing many more adventures, and thanks for listening.